In the violent, sun-scorched streets of Vice City's modern reboot, two outlaws tear through highways, nightclubs, and liquor stores, bound by adrenaline, desperation, and something far more fragile: trust. Since Rockstar dropped the highly anticipated GTA 6 trailer, fans have been doing what they do best: zooming into blurry backgrounds, pausing frame by frame, and dissecting every line of dialogue. But one theory is louder than the rest. Louder even than the roar of muscle cars across Florida's neon-lit backroads. Will Lucia betray Jason? Lucia and Jason are our modern-day digital Bonnie and Clyde. They're shown committing robberies, speeding through Miami-style traffic, and standing back-to-back in tense moments that radiate both chemistry and uncertainty. But there's a subtle tension behind the lens, something about their tone, their glances, the way Lucia commands the conversation, something that hints at conflict boiling just beneath the surface. Why betrayal? In Rockstar's storytelling playbook, betrayal isn't optional, it's tradition. It's a tool used not just to shock, but to build layers, to explore loyalty, greed, survival, and identity in the criminal underworld. Lucia's character arc, revealed just briefly through her prison scene and her bold criminal actions, has players questioning whether this team she talks about is destined for a bloody, irreversible rupture. So in this video, we'll dive deep into the cinematic, narrative, and psychological layers that might explain why and how Lucia could betray Jason. We'll analyze Rockstar's patterns, decode trailer details, and unpack the community's most compelling theories, backed by hard evidence and a little speculation. By the end, you'll walk away with a clearer picture of where GTA 6's story may be headed, and why that ending might break more than a few hearts. The GTA 6 trailer may only be a minute and a half long, but it's packed with storytelling. Every line, every glance, every background detail says something. And if you look close enough, Rockstar might already be telling us how this story ends. Let's start with Lucia's introduction. She's in a prison jumpsuit, seated across from someone asking, "Why are you doing this?" Her answer? Bad luck, I guess. But there's no emotion, no hesitation. That's not someone who feels guilty. That's someone in control. She isn't confessing, she's deflecting. Then comes the chaos. Fast cars, robberies, nightclubs, beaches. In most of these shots, Lucia is leading, driving, giving the orders. Jason follows quietly in her shadow. It's subtle, but it flips the usual dynamic. She isn't the sidekick, she's the center. One line stands out: trust. That's what it's all about. On the surface, it sounds sincere, but in context, it almost feels staged. It comes right before scenes of gunfire, danger, and tension. Rockstar knows what they're doing when they highlight trust. It's usually because that trust is about to break. Look at their body language. In several scenes, Lucia and Jason aren't looking at each other. They're moving side by side, but separately. No eye contact, no connection. It's as if they're together in action, but not in spirit. Even visually, Rockstar is hinting at conflict. Lucia is often shown in bold colors: red, purple, bright neon. Jason is more muted, more blue, more passive. The color coding implies something deeper. She's heat. He's cold. They might not burn the same way for long. The community has noticed too. Forums and YouTube breakdowns are filled with questions. Why is Lucia always the one in control? Why doesn't Jason speak more? Why does that line about trust feel so forced? If Rockstar is consistent, and they usually are, then this trailer is more than a teaser. It's a warning, a setup, a breadcrumb trail that leads to something explosive, possibly Lucia walking away from Jason when he needs her most. And if that happens, we'll realize Rockstar told us the whole time. We just weren't listening closely enough. To understand why Lucia betraying Jason would make perfect sense, we have to look at Rockstar's track record. They don't just tell stories, they repeat themes, evolve them, and build on the emotional damage they've delivered in every major title. Let's go back to GTA, Vice City. Tommy Vercetti rises to power with the help of Lance Vance. But just when it seems they're unstoppable, Lance turns on Tommy. Why? Jealousy, resentment, power. It wasn't just betrayal, it was inevitable. Rockstar built that arc slowly, layering trust and tension until it cracked. Then in GTA San Andreas, the betrayal cuts even deeper. Big Smoke and Ryder, two of CJ's closest friends, sell him out. And it's not just a twist, it's a test. CJ has to rebuild everything from scratch, knowing that his downfall started with people he loved. Fast forward to GTA 4. Niko Bellica's cousin Roman, he gets killed depending on your choices. Choices that reflect trust, loyalty, and deception. In the same game, you're constantly unsure who's using you, Faustin, Dimitri, or even Playboy X. Even in GTA 5, Michael and Trevor's friendship is strained by lies. The opening betrayal in North Yankton. Michael faking his death and letting Trevor think he was dead shapes the entire game. Their bond is toxic, driven by ego and deception, and it's not just GTA. In Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur Morgan is betrayed by Dutch van der Linde, the man he once followed blindly. The emotional climax isn't just about death, it's about waking up from loyalty that was never mutual. So, what's the pattern? Rockstar loves dual characters, Tommy and Lance, CJ and Big Smoke, Niko and Roman, Michael and Trevor, Arthur and Dutch. They give us tight pairs with shared goals, then rip them apart to remind us, in Rockstar's world, trust always comes with a cost. Which brings us back to Lucia and Jason. They're the next duo. They're the evolution. And if Rockstar follows its own storytelling legacy, this partnership is doomed. The clues are already planted in the trailer, but the real confirmation lies in Rockstar's obsession with betrayal. Lucia doesn't need to be evil. She just needs to want something more than Jason does. In Rockstar Games, that's always enough. Lucia isn't just a new GTA protagonist, she's a statement. A woman leading in a world of crime, deception, and power. But what kind of character is she really? To figure that out, we have to understand the archetypes Rockstar plays with and how Lucia might evolve into something more dangerous than expected. Let's begin with the femme fatale. This is a classic trope, a woman who uses charm, intelligence, and mystery to manipulate others, often leading them to their downfall. Think of noir films where the femme fatale never pulls the trigger directly, but still causes destruction by pulling emotional strings. Lucia fits this mold at least partially. From the trailer, Lucia exudes control. Her expressions are unreadable. Her voice is calm, even when chaos erupts around her. She's confident, collected, and often taking the lead. That kind of control is not accidental, it's a signal. Rockstar may be positioning her as the one pulling the strings while Jason follows. But there's more. She may also be an antihero, someone morally gray, unpredictable, but still central to the story. Rockstar has done this with male characters for years. Michael DeSanta, Trevor Phillips, Arthur Morgan. They weren't good guys, but they had codes. If Lucia is an anti-hero, she may betray Jason not out of cruelty, but survival, or even revenge, or ambition. The key difference? Emotion. The trailer doesn't show Lucia emotionally attached to Jason. There's no warmth, no intimate moment, no vulnerability. Instead, their bond looks tactical, like a business partnership, not a romance. That distance matters. It sets the stage for betrayal without regret. Also, think about how she's introduced. Not in action, not in a flashback, but in prison, already in trouble, already hardened. Whatever she did, she's already paid part of the price. So the Lucia we meet is not starting fresh. She's starting with baggage. That matters. And here's where it gets deeper. If Rockstar leans into the femme fatale archetype, Lucia won't just betray Jason, she'll make it look like it was his idea. If she's the anti-hero, her betrayal may come with a cause, something the audience could even sympathize with. That's the complexity Rockstar loves. Nobody is clean. Everyone is just trying to survive. The mystery is, which version of Lucia are we getting? Or are we getting both? In the chaos of the GTA 6 trailer, Jason seems like the quieter half of the duo. He's present in the heists, rides shotgun during the getaway, and moves in sync with Lucia. But here's the question Rockstar is forcing us to ask. Who is Jason really? And more importantly, is he in control or being used? From the scenes we've seen, Jason doesn't talk much. He's reactive, not proactive. Lucia plans. Lucia speaks. Jason moves. This dynamic echoes a familiar Rockstar formula: the muscle who believes he's a partner but is really just a tool. Let's take a step back and compare. In GTA 4, Playboy X and Dwayne, two men using Nico for their own interests. In GTA 5, Trevor, the wild card, often acts impulsively while Michael manipulates outcomes behind the scenes. Jason might be the latest addition to that list, someone who thinks he's building an empire, when in reality he's just fueling someone else's ambition. The community has started to notice. Reddit threads speculate that Jason is either being manipulated or set up. The way Lucia dominates the trailer has led to theories that Jason's character arc won't be one of triumph but of realization, a tragic arc. Let's go deeper into this angle. Rockstar loves characters with blind loyalty. Arthur Morgan followed Dutch until it broke him. CJ did everything for Grove Street until betrayal shattered him. Jason may be walking the same path. What makes it painful isn't that he's weak, it's that he's loyal to the wrong person. What if Lucia's betrayal isn't about power, but about using Jason as a shield? What if her prison interview isn't her confession, it's her alibi? And here's a wild theory. What if Jason dies? Think about it. Rockstar hasn't confirmed how the dual protagonist system will work. Could they kill off one protagonist halfway through the game, like Sarah in The Last of Us or Brad in GTA 5's prologue? If so, Jason's fate might be sealed and Lucia might be the one pulling the trigger, literally or metaphorically. Jason as a character might exist to teach us a lesson. In Rockstar Games, loyalty can be fatal. So there you have it, the foundation of a theory that's bigger than just a twist. Lucia and Jason aren't just two partners on a crime spree, they might be Rockstar's most layered duo yet. A setup for betrayal, a mirror of every tragedy we've seen in Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City, and Los Santos. And we're just getting started. In the next episode, we'll dive deep into fan theories you've probably missed, hidden trailer clues, and how Lucia's betrayal might connect to past GTA timelines in ways nobody's talking about yet. If Rockstar taught us anything, it's this: nothing in their trailers is accidental. Every frame is a breadcrumb, every glance a warning. And maybe, just maybe, we've already seen how it all ends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, because the rabbit hole only goes deeper from here. This is just the beginning. Stay sharp, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.